Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz, TGIF, and happy Friday. I realize that for some of you out there in the space, it may be a sad Friday, but in this short video, we're going to try to lift your spirits a little bit, even though Bitcoin has had a pretty rough tumble these last few days, sitting currently at just above $18,000. We're going to highlight some wins in the smaller micro space, so relating specifically to altcoins. In the second part of this video, we're also going to take a look at a major new institutional player that's forking up $100 million worth of funds to back Bitcoin. They're in the life insurance space, and it's yet another institutional heavyweight putting their momentum behind this sector. So overall, again, zooming out, taking the macro perspective, there's still a lot to be excited about. We're going to kick things off with a little bit of uplifting news here. Shash on Twitter says, wow, this is a bit unexpected. I'm included in a list of some of my favorite people in crypto on this CoinMarketCap.com shortlist of the most influential people in cryptocurrency for 2020. So Shash asks, do give me a vote before CoinMarketCap realizes that they've made a mistake. So again, technically this is a shortlist, but very prestigious nonetheless, and a big kudos to Shash, of course, who is really the master behind the scenes over at Altcoin Buzz, is also working on Unbound Finance, as you guys know. This is a fantastic list. I mean, you take a look at some of these names on the list here. Adam Back, Akon, Andreas Antonopoulos, Pompliano, Barry Silbert, of course, of Grayscale, Brad Garlinghouse, Brian Armstrong, and many others, Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss. So an unbelievable list. It is technically a short list. So we'll ask you guys, if you're a fan of the work that we do both here on the YouTube channel and on the website and all the other stuff that Shash is doing, including but not limited to Unbound Finance, hey, we ask you guys to vote for Shash, and we'll touch on that in the last part of this video. We'll give you a quick detailed overview of how you can do that. If you have not yet checked out yesterday's video on our top altcoin picks to consider, or at least to look into during this time of extreme Bitcoin volatility, first of all, be sure to do so. And second of all, check out our follow-up article here on Aelf Mainnet. They just launched today after several years of hard work. This article here by David, we'll link to this in the description below. It is, of course, on altcoinbuzz.io. And again, progressing now along this theme of positivity, we have CoinGape here reporting that AAX, the exchange, is going to be supporting 11 global currencies for deposit and withdrawal purposes. Of course, we work alongside AAX, and these 11 global currencies, at least the idea, and I think it's a very reasonable idea, is this is going to allow increased on-ramps into the space. So this is actually being covered here by Yahoo Finance, finance.yahoo.com. To facilitate users access to cryptocurrencies, AAX will be supporting 11 different fiat currencies for direct deposit and withdrawal via bank transfer from December 2020. These include the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Chinese yuan, the Swiss franc, euro, British pound, Hong Kong dollar, New Zealand dollar, the Singapore dollar, and the US dollar. Again, more accessible, more convenient, more efficient. These are the steps that are needed for mass adoption, one step at a time, and this is certainly one in the right direction. Kudos. And just in case you're still feeling a little bit discouraged, at Altcoin Buzz, IO is always there to pick you up. In 2021, we will witness an institutional pump of Bitcoin and the whole crypto market with it of mega proportions. The decade of mass adoption for cryptocurrency begins. And I think that is best exemplified by this new player, this new life insurance company, mega institution that is entering the space. But we'll get to that in just a second. A couple more quick updates here, beginning with Enjin here, at Enjin on Twitter. Atari is synonymous with gaming and its history. And today, we are excited to announce our partnership with Atari to bring their brand to the Enjin ecosystem. Our first collaboration will see Atari-inspired fashion NFTs, non-fungible tokens, usable in the eBaller Games portfolio. Massive news for Enjin, of course, that is a pioneer and very much a leader in the blockchain gaming space. For them to be in a partnership with Atari is just as organic a partnership and a collaboration as you can imagine. I think this is only just the very, very beginning. We've only just begun covering this. Expect more news out of this partnership pretty much all the time. We'll be covering this in an ongoing fashion. Big, big kudos and congratulations to both parties on this announcement. Moving on to that big story now, we have this reaction here by Dan Tapiero. Now that is shocking. It's one thing for Michael Saylor to strap on almost $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, but a life insurance company was told just today that institutions are not interested in Bitcoin. Wrong. This might be the biggest news of the year and will wake people up. He's linking to this article by the Wall Street Journal, and for the Journal to be covering this, again, in favorable terms itself, I think is an indication. So we're talking about Mass Mutual. They have joined the Bitcoin Club with a $100 million purchase. Investment is latest sign of mainstream acceptance for upstart digital currency. Do you guys see how that tone is starting to shift? They realize that, it's a bit of an underhanded compliment, I suppose, the upstart digital currency, but again, just the way that they're framing this, the latest sign of mainstream acceptance. And Mass Mutual, guys, is a life insurance company. This is a completely different class, a different category of organization. As Dan Tapiero pointed out, this isn't MicroStrategy, this isn't Grayscale, this isn't even Fidelity. It's a life insurance company. It's one of the biggest ones in the United States. The investment is a tiny one for the Springfield, Massachusetts-based insurance company whose general investment account totaled nearly $235 billion as of September. But it signifies further momentum for Bitcoin, which has surged this fall. The price of a single Bitcoin peaked in late November at $19,835, and it's currently down, as we know. Maybe this is the kind of news that can lift it back up, at least partially. Mass Mutual purchased the Bitcoin through a New York-based fund management company called NYDIG, which has about $2.3 billion of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies under management. Mass Mutual also acquired a $5 million minority equity stake in NYDIG, which was formerly known as New York Digital Investment Group. Mass Mutual, which was founded back in 1851, said the Bitcoin investment was based on a broad strategy to take advantage of new opportunities while remaining diversified, quote, giving us measured yet meaningful exposure to a growing economic aspect of our increasingly digital world. Hey, one step at a time, guys, but this is very, very good news indeed. I'm convinced that many others will follow. So a bit of a shorter video today. I just wanted to inject some positivity for those that, maybe feeling a bit glum, a little bit blue. It's understandable. But again, there's lots to look forward to, guys. So keep your heads up. Keep your eyes focused on the long-term goals and the long-term perspective. Coming back around to our CoinMarketCap news. Again, Shash, kudos and congratulations to him. Very, very deservingly listed as one of the most influential people in 2020 in cryptocurrency. However, it's a short list, so you still have to vote for the people that you want to get behind. Lots of individuals on this list. And if you'd like to vote for Shash, actually, I'm kind of requesting it. If it's something that you can take 2 minutes to do, you can do so here. We'll link to this in the description below. You have to enter your email account if you're already subscribed with CoinMarketCap, maybe get their newsletter type of thing. It's very simple. And you can list here your 5 most influential choices for that title, the most influential crypto people in 2020. You can list up to 5 individuals. So there you have it. I won't coerce you or twist your arms anymore, but we'll link to all of this in the description below. Very much appreciated if you can contribute with your vote. And that is it for today, everybody, on this Friday. To be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels. Keep checking back into our website, altcoinbuzz.io, for all the latest. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications. If you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget about our $200 Bitcoin giveaway that we are giving away jointly with AAX Exchange. Details are all on Twitter. Best of luck, guys. If you choose to invest, stay safe. And as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.